We're freaking 4-5 right now. 1-3 on the road, can barely win at home, can barely win games we're supposed to win. And the huge reasoning for all of this is because for some reason, we refuse to put the ball in the hands of our best players on the field. I don't know why we're doing that. Bijan Robinson is one of the best running backs in the NFL, but he hasn't had over 20 touches since week 3 of the NFL. We are in week 10. So what are we doing? What are we doing as an offense? We have all these weapons. Even Kyle Pitts, our first round draft pick, who is an exceptional tight end, is barely touching the football. I know we don't have the best quarterback in the world to throw him the football, but damn it, he could at least touch the football on some type of way. Put him on drag routes, put him on slant routes, put him on anything that is going to get our star player the ball. Because if your star players are not touching the ball, your offense stands a very little chance of making big type of plays. Big time players make big time plays, and how the hell can we make big time plays if we're not getting the ball to our big time players? Like, this does not make sense to me. Kyle Pitts, who was a top receiver, a top prospect in the NFL, he's not even top 10 in receptions on his own team in the positions of tight ends alone. Not top 10 in the NFL in tight ends for receiving yards. It's ridiculous. Bijan Robinson didn't play one game. I think it was like week 7. We didn't know what happened. He was suited up. They didn't tell us he was sick. They didn't tell us he was injured. We know damn well he's not injured. But the talent we have on the offensive end in terms of our skill guys is just being wasted. It kills me. Things like this is why I was happy for Calvin Ridley that he actually left Atlanta and went somewhere where he could be used. Trevor Lawrence is using the hell out of Calvin Ridley right now. And the Jaguars, yeah, they're still so-and-so. They're figuring some things out. But damn it, he looks better over there than he ever did in Atlanta because we don't feed him the ball when he was in Atlanta. And we don't feed our stars the ball, which is going on right now. So I don't know how we can win ball games when that's not the case, man. When you get your big-time players the ball, it shifts the momentum in your offense. And man, you have to get them involved in any sport that you will ever watch, in any sport that you will play, whether we're talking about football, whether we're talking about basketball, whether we're talking about soccer. Your best player on the team is considered your best player on the team because of the impact they bring. Even if we're talking about corporate situations, someone who is constantly solving problems is viewed as a great team member because of the impact they bring to your team. How the hell can we make an impact in the game if we're not bringing in the best players and allowing them to make big plays? It's sickening. It's sickening for the Atlanta Falcons. Like, we play the Cardinals this week, and it's almost at a point where I don't even want us to be good anymore. If that makes sense, bro. Like, yeah, it sounds crazy. Like, well, that's your team. You should want them to win each Sunday. Yeah, I know it's my team. I want them to win each Sunday. But at this point, why should we even, try to settle for being somewhat mediocre? I know our division is in the conversation of possibly winning the NFC South, which I still believe we have a fair shot at doing. The only competition is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who've been also so-and-so throughout the season. But, I mean, if I had to bet on it right now, I'm not putting my money on the Atlanta Falcons. If I'm going on DraftKings or going on the Sharps app, I am not putting my money on the Atlanta Falcons at all. In any game, even the Arizona Cardinals right now, I'm still timid to put my money on the Atlanta Falcons, simply because the Cardinals have Kyler Murray back. I've seen what Kyler Murray can do with bad offense, which he's been dealing with since he's entered the NFL pretty much. He had a weapon in DeAndre Hopkins at one point in time. He looked damn near decent. I'm not mad at him for what he looked like. It was okay. But ultimately, man, I do not have any faith in my Atlanta Falcons. And I don't think anybody else should out there too. We might as well just go ahead and get another good draft pick. Try and make some trades, make some changes in the front office, make some changes to the coaching staff. Whoever the hell is calling our offensive plays, we need to get his ass up out of there. Get him gone. Get him gone. Because it ain't working. It ain't working at all. I pray your NFL team does not have to experience this. Even though some of y'all have been experiencing this for years and years and years down the line. But this is just what we go through.